Kasm Workspaces 1.17 has been released, and as always, it's packed with new features, enhancements, and important bug fixes. The highlight of this release is that Autoscaling is now available in the Community Edition. Autoscaling is a feature in Kasm that allows you to dynamically provision both Linux-based Kasm Docker agents and Windows VMs based on real-time user demand. This ensures that enough compute resources are always available on your Kasm deployment to accommodate new session requests from your users. The autoscaling feature in Kasm can also downscale your agents or servers when the demand drops, helping you reduce unnecessary resource usage and cut costs. Autoscaling is offered as an enterprise-only feature until 1.16. But we are now making this feature available in the Community Edition from 1.17, so go ahead and upgrade your Kasm Community Edition to the 1.17 version to be able to use autoscaling. Kasm supports autoscaling on a variety of VM providers. In the 1.17 release, we are also adding support for Proxmox, one of the most popular open source virtualization platforms out there. Configuring autoscaling on Proxmox is as simple as creating a pool and assigning an autoscale config to it, where you can define settings such as the number of standby compute resources you would like to maintain at all times on your Kasm deployment. You can then configure the VM provider details for your Proxmox backend, allowing Kasm to interact with your Proxmox environment and automatically provision or deprovision VMs as needed. A dedicated video on how to configure autoscaling on Proxmox is available on our YouTube channel, and it will be linked in the description of this video. In the 1.17 release, we are also adding support for Nutanix. Just like with Proxmox, setting up autoscaling on Nutanix involves creating a pool, assigning an autoscale config to that pool, and entering your VM provider details so that Kasm can manage VM provisioning on your behalf. Refer to our documentation to learn more about how you can use Nutanix with Kasm Workspaces. In 1.17, we introduced the ability to configure Overt Banners on your Kasm sessions. These banners can be used to display important notices, security warnings, or compliance disclaimers directly inside user sessions. To configure an Overt Banner, simply go to your Kasm admin panel, go to Settings, Banners, click on Add to create a new banner. Here, you can name your banner, choose the border color, text color, font, and font weight. Under the Text tab, you can define the message you want to display inside the banner. You can even use dynamic variables like username, image name, zone name, and more, which will automatically populate when a session is launched. Once your banner is created, you can assign it to a user group or a workspace. To assign it to a group, go to Access Management, Groups, edit the desired group, switch to the Settings tab, click Add Settings, and add the setting Session_banner. Also make sure to select the correct banner you want to display. Now, whenever a user from that group launches a session, the Overt Banner will appear at the top. If you prefer to assign the banner to a specific workspace instead, just go to Workspaces, edit the workspace you want to update, scroll down to the Session Banner section, and simply select the banner you would like to display for that workspace. We also released the Kasm AI workspace registry, which features pre-configured GPU-enabled workspaces for AI workflows. This means you can now launch AI-ready environments in seconds, preloaded with all the essential tools, frameworks, and drivers for development, training, or just experimentation. To start using these workspaces, just follow our GPU setup guide to install the appropriate NVIDIA drivers and the NVIDIA Container Toolkit on your host. You can then install the AI registry from the registry spotlight if you are using 1.17. If you are using an older version of Kasm, you can manually add the registry. For example, let me showcase the Easy Diffusion workspace from the Kasm AI registry. As soon as the workspace launches, everything is ready to go. The environment is fully configured, and you can start generating images from text using Easy Diffusion right away from your workspace. Other AI workspaces in the registry include Anything LLM, CUDA-enabled Jammy, CUDA-enabled Noble, CUDA-enabled PyTorch, and CUDA-enabled TensorFlow. We are actively working on expanding the registry with even more useful AI workspaces. In 1.17, we also introduced support for Smartcard pass-through for Windows sessions on ChromeOS devices. You can now seamlessly pass Smartcard data from your ChromeOS device directly into a Windows session running in Kasm. This is particularly useful for enterprise users working in regulated environments where Smartcard authentication is a requirement for identity verification, digital signing, or secure access to internal systems. To enable this feature, you'll need to install a few Chrome extensions, including the DriveLock Smartcard middleware, Smartcard connector, and the Kasm Smartcard bridge. Once installed, you can add a new group setting to Kasm called Allow Kasm RDP Smartcard Passthrough to the desired group. Now, simply launch an RDP-based Kasm session through the web-native client on a ChromeOS device, and your Smartcard should now be automatically detected and passed through to the RDP session. Refer to our documentation to learn more about how to use this feature. Additional support for Smartcard pass-through will be expanded to other operating systems in the future. In addition to all these new features, Kasm Workspaces 1.17 also includes several important bug fixes and performance enhancements. We are excited for you to try out our new version. If you already have an older version of Kasm, you can upgrade your Kasm deployment to the latest 1.17 version by following our upgrade guide. If you have any questions or feedback, you can share it with us on our Reddit community or through our GitHub issue tracker. Check the description for links to all our documentation, guides, and demos.